What's up guys, Danny Swole here at the Gymreapers headquarters. We're gonna smash a chest workout, go through a couple things that I like to utilize for my chest routines, walk you through them, explain what I'm doing, my sets and reps, and then also just see what the pump looks like with the finished product. So if you guys enjoy, let's get it. So for the first exercise, we're gonna be doing some incline dumbbell, but what I like to do for chest a lot of the times is incline movements to just target more of the upper chest. So that being said, I like to do things such as incline dumbbell, barbell press, which we'll get into afterwards and see. So for the first thing, we'll just get a nice warm-up set. I'll say about 70 pounds just to get a nice squeeze, 60, 70 pound range. I'll do a couple sets of that just to get my chest activated, and then afterwards, we'll start going into some heavier working sets, which will be anywhere from the 100 pounds to the 150 pound range. One thing I do like to focus on, whether it's my warm-up sets or everything, is controlling the weight. Nowadays, you guys see on social media a lot of times people just throwing around weight just to say that they did a certain weight for X amount of reps, which are usually pretty shitty reps. And that's not talking shit, that's just being real with how the repetitions are looking. So with whatever weight I'm doing, whether it's 65, 120, I try to maintain the same speed throughout every single set. As you'll see that I like to control the eccentric, so meaning put a little bit more time under tension on the negative portion of the repetition and squeeze at the top. I can show you guys kind of the difference between what I mean of just blasting through a rep versus actually controlling the weight. So first, as I have these dumbbells up, to get less shoulder activation and pain, in my personal opinion when I'm doing these, a lot of people, they have the dumbbells, they come here, and they just come down to around here and they press, right? Which is fine, you're still getting chest activation, but if you want to target and kind of pinpoint the chest more, slightly turn your wrists a little bit inwards and come down to where you're hitting the upper chest and push, versus, again, having your arms like this. So that's two tips that I like to do when I'm doing this. All right, we'll do another one of these, get the blood flowing in there, and then we'll touch some actual weight, as people call it. All right. So typically a comfortable weight when I'm doing dumbbells, flat or incline really, is anywhere from, 100 and up, but 125 is like that sweet spot where if I really go slow and controlled, I get the most optimal gains from it per se. Doing the ticky talking. Sometimes I interact stupidly with people online. We're gonna go to 125s, feel it out. With this, we have the wrist wraps we're using here, which I'm gonna put on here real quick. Give you guys a little quick look before I put them on. I just have a fresh tattoo, so I'm gonna be careful with that, but still gonna use them. The reason I use these a lot of the times under heavy weight is for that little bit of support. You have to understand your joints, your wrists aren't supposed to be pushing 125, 150 pounds for funsies, it's just not meant to do that. This just gives it a little bit of that stabilization, so when you're actually pressing, you're not getting pain, you're not overextending, and it's just giving you that firm feel. For me, a lot of it's mental. It's not just the help of it actually not moving around too much, but I'm being cautious with my tattoo on this hand. I typically use the loop as my guide for my fingies, wrap it around more on the higher side where the actual wrist is engaging. Wrap it around nice and tight. So again, this one's a little bit looser, again, just because I'm being cautious with the ink, but okay, 125s. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. All right, so onto 150s now. I'm going to, again, try to get this as clean as I can, get it to my chest, maintain that good form. Again, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I don't care how many reps I really get on this. I'm going for 8 to 10. If I get 6, cool. Knowing that I used the best form that I possibly can, squeezed each repetition as much as I can, and controlled it. That's, for me, mindset-wise, what I want. So I'm my beautiful strong man here, Derek. Him in these 150s, he's gonna help me with that first rep up, just so I can get myself comfortable and braced in my back and my legs and set up and everything, and then I'll just blast from there. So, good. Yep. Okay. Up, up. 1, 2, 3. All right, on me. Oh. Oh. Hey. Whoa. See, 5's all we got. It's okay. 5 is better than none. Definitely for my left chest, my left pec was a little tighter right here. I felt it pulling a little bit, which is fine. Not trying to tear anything for a YouTube video. But on to the next exercise we go. Got a little bit of forehead precipitation occurring, so let us move on. Okay, so here, right now with what we got, we're doing a barbell next. And I guess the reason I like doing the different types of a press on incline is you're gonna get a different feeling with the dumbbell, meaning you have 2 weights that are not on a controlled bar to where you're on an even plane pushing. When you're doing dumbbells, it's kind of having to make sure you're symmetrical and going. I personally think it's way harder to do dumbbell presses heavy than this, just because, again, with this, you have the bar. I think you're more even, in my opinion. Some people say, oh, benching is harder. Okay, cool. How I feel under it is what works for me. That being said, since we went heavy on the dumbbells, we're gonna stick to, I say, medium range, and we're gonna even do controlled pause reps with this. So a little bit different. Those were just regular reps with a little bit of eccentric control. With this, we'll do some pause reps with some 2 plates on each side. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel racking and unracking plates, more so on leg days because you're probably stacking more. It's like more of a workout than your actual set. Again, someone's got to do it, you know? So another quick thing on this, I always say based on your arm length and how you get range of motion on this the best without, you know, overextending, utilizing your shoulders is gonna have how you have your hands positioned. For me, the first ridge on the bar is where I have my thumbs, and then I put my thumb to where my first finger is, and then I spread it out and I wrap. So I just have my thumb, move it to my finger is, go down again, and I typically have my thumbs underneath the bar. I know a lot of people have contradicting claims of, oh, this grip is good, this grip. Bro, whatever works for you, man. This is comfortable for me. I feel safe like this, like the bar's not gonna fall on my chest and stab my neck and have you guys saying RIP Danny Swole, so, all right. Pulled my beer here, damn it. Was that light? Yes. Just want to get a good feel of how my reps are going to be for my next set, which will be a little bit more challenging. I'll put 2 plates on there, same speed, same pauses and everything. Jesus. This will be pretty solid weight for these pause reps. Again, we'll maybe add a 25, 10. Again, we're gonna probably do like a second or 2. Actually, no, let's do a 2-second pause. So a little bit more challenging. At the bottom, controlled reps, and let's skedaddle. All right. All right, nice setup. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, guys, last one. Hopefully my neck doesn't snap here. We'll be okay. Oh, all right. Whew. Okie dokie, artichoke, onto some flies. All right, so on something like this, a plate loaded fly, I typically like to do 25 pounds as far as loading and work my way up with each set, see how I feel. Adjust the seat according to how tall you are, very important. Also, what part of your chest you want to target more on the fly. So let's load it with some 25s. We'll start with 2. Another thing on these, right? See a lot of people just doing flies. They're just coming up like this, right? You're still activating your chest, yes. What I feel is a little bit more beneficial is at the top, telling yourself to squeeze your elbows together almost and squeeze your pectorals at the top. So as you come down, slightly bend those elbows, get a nice stretch of that chest, so you get a nice full stretch. And as you come up, as you get past the middle, start pushing up and forward to where now you see how my arms have straightened out a little bit and my chest is fully flexed versus just coming up like this, right? A lot of times when you're coming just like this, you're using more of your delt to actually help the fly movement. So actually felt pretty outstanding. This machine, Arsenal, I know a lot of other companies make them as well. But if you want a smooth chest fly that's plate loaded, very, very smooth. Again, doing it the way I just showed you guys, getting your arms straightened out, squeezing, you will feel your chest is so much fuller. And I feel, again, you're activating it a lot more in my opinion versus just having your delts carrying it over each rep. Felt good. I'm probably gonna go one more 25s on each side. That'll be probably the max I wanna go without breaking form too much. Because I feel when I'm getting a full stretch on this at the end, I'm starting to fatigue now. So, and you saw each rep, same pace, same intensity, good squeeze, good stretch. And if you felt me, my chest right now, it'd be stiffer than you at the laptop at 9 p.m. So, yeah. You understood that, right? Yeah, it's definitely heavier at the top here. Full stretch. Two. Oh, one more. Oh, mashed potatoes and celery sticks. Anyways, on to our next movement, a cable chest fly. Okay, we're on to cable flies. Obviously, this is a very popular exercise for chest. A lot of different ways to do this. One of my favorite ways to actually do this a lot of the times is seated. And when I'm seated, my back's straight positioned. I'm not using any momentum to swing. Versus when I'm standing sometimes, my shoulders are coming into play. I like having a straight up regular seat, letting my chest fully expand like I did on the plate loaded fly, and just getting a nice fly movement. But what I do differently is I also include a press on this, which I'll show you guys. I give you guys a little bit of a different type of working set. So you're gonna do 10 flies with a comfortable weight. I'm actually gonna do 50 to start, seated. I'll demonstrate it. Afterwards, you're gonna literally just turn your wrists. So as a fly, you have them out neutral. You're gonna turn them, and then you're gonna do 10 presses. So it's a total of 20 reps, and you're gonna do a flying press. If you want a crazy pump, this is it. So again, this bench is flat, my back is flat. I'm not arched over anything. I'm going to bring this fly directly out in front of me, just like we did before. Full stretch, open up that chest, squeeze. Once we get to 10, remember I said wrists? See how my wrists are neutral? I'm gonna turn them, and you're gonna come in to your chest. You're gonna press. You're gonna press. Gonna make it a little heavier for the next set. Chest is nice and full. Arms a little bit too. But definitely feeling those chesticles being nice and juicy. All right, on to 60 pounds. Wrists. All right, chest up. Oh, fuck. It's my favorite set of today. Pump is juicy. I'm full. All cylinders firing. But I'm still small, so that's why I'm here. I know what you're thinking. Why don't I have a bowl of Cookie Crisp? I know, that's what I'm thinking about as well. All right. Yeah. Woo. This is about to conclude our. That's me trying to flex my chest, but it was my forehead mostly moving. I'm like, That's solid. But again, did pressing movements, incline dumbbell, incline barbell, plate loaded pec deck, or plate loaded chest fly, I should say, and to a cable fly seated with the press variation added to it. Sometimes I'll even throw in a regular pec deck, which we didn't do today, and maybe a plate loaded pressing movement also. Yeah, as you can tell, a little gassed, put in the work, but got a great chest pump, and want to say thank you guys for joining. Take some of the things I said out of this video away and then try to incorporate it into your training. By no means is this the holy grail of how to get huge. It's just some things I personally like to do that have helped me make my strides to where I am today. And I'm always learning new things. I'm not a pro, I'm not an expert, I'm not certified coach or whatever else is in your favorite influencer's bio. I'm just Danny, and I want to share things that help me in the gym so that maybe they can help you. You can learn new things and help you ultimately get bigger, but feel more confident and happy with yourselves. Again, thanks for joining, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them. All the straps, knee sleeves, things like that, they're all in the bios and links below. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, whatever it is. Go out, do something fun, catch a mean pump, chase happiness and greatness. Peace out.